Andre, what did you say to my little boy today?
What's that? What are you asking about?
I hear that you complained about the food he had made earlier today. Why did you think it was okay for you to do that? You should never have the urge to tell my family if their cooking is good or not. Are you jealous of him because he's the son of this business's owner?
That's not at all what all of this was about. Why do you think I'd be jealous of him? I wasn't even complaining about his cooking in the first place. I am in a position to teach him about the correct way to prepare food. And so I was just teaching him a better method for preparing the dishes he's made. I'm sorry, but I will not allow him to serve anything below my standards in the restaurant.
Are you trying to say that my son's cooking isn't any good? He's been cooking in our house ever since he was a little boy.
Cassidy, your son is now 35 years old, and can manage things like this by himself. And as I've been led to believe, he hasn't ever been interested in cooking until just this year. So there's no way that he'd be perfect at everything in the kitchen right off the bat. And now that you've mentioned him, I'd like to inform you that he's not taking his work in the kitchen very seriously. If he keeps that up, I'm not going to be able to entrust him with any of the work that needs to be done here.
What are you saying? He is the son of this place's CEO. We will leave everything regarding this restaurant entrusted to him. If you are having such a problem teaching him how to cook well, like you've said, then perhaps that means you're not cut out to work for us anymore.
I don't think that it's me that's the problem here. I really do think that this all has to do with him and his drive to do better here. I am a bit worried about him at this point, and would like that you talk things over with him as well. If he doesn't have the drive to do better, he'll never learn to cook well.
You're awful, Andre. I always thought before that you were a bit much, but now it's just too much for me to even handle.
This is not supposed to be about me right now.
But you're still awful. Sitting there making a joke out of my son. There is nothing in this world that my son cannot do, okay?
Take a good look at his reality, though. I am telling you all of this because I have been working in your restaurant as your head chef for over 20 years now. Do you really think that I'd be talking about your son like this now, over something as petty as being jealous of him?
For 20 years now? Well, good work making it 20 years here.
Thank you very much. But why are you saying that now?
Today you're being fired.
I beg your pardon?
I am not going to let a man that thinks it's okay to talk bad about my son stay with us any longer. So you're fired. Understood?
I'm sorry, Cassidy, but even you can't fire me just like that without talking with your husband about it first.
Oh, I can. When my husband isn't around to handle business, I'm the one in charge as the owner of the restaurant. My son will be taking your place as the head chef now, so you and your unsophisticated palate can get lost.
Unsophisticated palate? Are you seriously saying that about me? If you think you can get away with all of this because your husband owns this restaurant, you're going to regret what all comes next.
If you really want to stay in the restaurant that badly, I'll let you. But the new head chef will be my son. He'll be your new boss then.
He has only just started working as a line chef, so he doesn't have the knowledge to lead a kitchen yet. How do you think this will go over with all the other employees within the restaurant? Can't you see that they're all going to become very upset with your decision?
My decision is the owner's decision. I'm not going to be paying you any more now. If you don't mind that, then you can continue to work alongside him and help him move into your position.
If you're not going to pay me, then I'm not going to stick around any longer. I have a family of my own that I need to feed.
Then you're fired. We don't need a palateless chef like you in our restaurant anymore. I'm never going to forgive you for making fun of my son's cooking.
I was not making fun of him in any way. I was just trying to help improve his cooking using my best judgment. How many times am I going to have to tell you that before you understand me?
If you're going to keep talking to your boss's wife like that, then you're definitely done here. I don't even want to see you around us ever again. We have no use for you anymore. The head chef is now my son, so you can pack your things up and get lost. We don't even have the money right now to be paying someone like you to make tasteless meals anyway.
Thank you for the past 20 years.
Get out of the restaurant right now.
Alright then. Once again, thank you.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't feel any sort of gratitude towards you after all these years. Must feel terrible having seen the consequences that come with picking on my son.
I was never picking on him. But seeing that you want to keep treating me this way and fire me, I think this was a great end to my career here. I hope that everything goes well for you with your son as the head chef. I'm not sure what your husband will say about this, but I'll do as you asked and leave the restaurant for good. Now, I'll be going.
Why are you not answering your phone?
I'm sorry, but I had some things to take care of.
What things?
Work.
Work?
Did something happen with you? I see that you tried calling me plenty of times now.
Well, the restaurant is in a bit of a tough spot. I'm confused as to why you never answered your phone the first time I called you. When you see me calling you that many times, wouldn't it be correct of you to give me a call back right away?
I told you that I was working. What do you mean by the restaurant being in a bit of a tight spot? Are you getting a lot of complaints from all of your customers there?
What the heck? Did you hear about that from someone else? If you already knew about things being bad here, then why didn't you come and save us?
Save you? Why would I ever do that now?
Huh?
It's pretty obvious that people would have complaints about the food there after you promoted your novice son to be the head chef. Yet you didn't listen to me about what I had to say and fired me anyway. And now that all of those complaints have piled up, you think I'd come back and help you? I think you're being a bit too selfish right now is what the problem is.
My son, a novice? There's no way in hell, he's my dang son! You're the one that lacks the palate to see what a master he is!
Did you not get the message from all of those complaints that came in? No matter how hard you try and avoid the facts by saying I'm the one with a bad taste, your son is the one that lacks the skills to cook even half decent food, and will never cook something decent unless he gets his act together.
I'm sure that he's not the best cook, but there's no way that he's that bad as a chef. He's the son of a restaurant owner after all.
And so what that he's the son? Are you telling me that just because his dad has a restaurant, he's naturally been gifted the ability to cook well? I guess there was no point in all of us other chefs ever trying when someone can be born that way just because their parents have a restaurant. I'm sorry, Cassidy, but you're gonna have to tell me a better excuse than that.
You stop that right now! I have thought all of this through very much.
Then I guess you're just blessed because he's your son. Well, unfortunately, that bias that you have for him may just have ruined a restaurant. Do you know what your husband's going to think when he comes back and sees the mess you made without ever consulting with him first? For the past 20 years, I have put my blood and sweat into that restaurant, making sure it does as well as it has been. Compared to your son, who doesn't give a crap about being a chef, I'm like the god of cooking.
Doesn't give a crap? My son loves to cook, though. And I just thought that that would mean he could make things work. All he needs is a manual to tell him how to run the kitchen, right? As long as he gives that a couple reads, he should have no problem running the kitchen in this restaurant, right?
What are you trying to do by putting an amateur like him into the position of head chef? His cooking isn't even that great. And before you even gave him enough time to learn from a master, you fired the master and thought that by having the manual, he'd be fine as a head chef.
So you're saying my son can't do all of this on his own then?
He wasn't even serious about his job in the first place. So how was he ever going to do that job on his own? Well, I guess the only thing that you could do for him now is pray that he makes it work. But I'm pretty sure things are going to do anything but work now. You've made a poor choice. That's led to the downfall of that restaurant in one day. It's only a matter of time now before everyone knows how far the restaurant's quality has gone downhill.
If you're willing to say that, then get over here and help us.
Really?
I am tired of bickering with you. I am seriously pissed at you right now, but I need you here. I know that you're going to say this was all my fault, but for the time being, I'll allow you to say that.
Oh, is that so?
From what I've heard, even though my son is a genius when it comes to cooking, he still needs someone around to help him work out all of the kinks of being the head chef. So I'll let you come here and help him become perfect. Hurry up and get over here, make some food for the customers, and make them forget about all those complaints they've made.
Why are you talking like everything's going to be okay for you?
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm not coming back there for you.
Huh? Why not? What kind of nerves do you have telling me something like that?
Did you forget that just yesterday you fired me from that place and told me to never come around you again? Yet now you're telling me to come back? I want to ask what kind of nerves you have saying things like that.
Why are you being such a thick-skulled idiot right now? Isn't it obvious that I'm taking back what I said about firing you?
Well, I never asked to be hired back into that place.
Shut up and get back here, Andre. I'm going to be kind again and let you work here once more. Personally, I'd never let a disgusting and brainless man work for me, but since you seem to be important to this restaurant, then I'll let you come back. But just know that to my son and I, we don't need you. So that means from now on, you be nice to my son and only say compliments about his food. If you can do all of that, then I'll forgive you.
Nobody's asking for you to forgive me, though. And you saying what you just said is not going to get me to come back there.
Huh? What are you saying now, Andre? I'm telling you that you're allowed to come back and work for my husband's amazing restaurant. You should be happy to be allowed back here after all you've done. You just got fired by me yesterday for doing something that was not acceptable, right? So you should understand the wrongs you did and want to be back here, right?
I'm sorry, but trying to ask me in such a selfish way is never going to work for you. Especially since I just started to work at your restaurant's rival.
Huh? Our restaurant's rival? Are you kidding me?
I'm not kidding you whatsoever. They've always been the ones that you guys fight with over the customers, right? But they happen to have an owner here that respects me so much. Back when you guys had first hired me, he told me that if I ever got tired of working for you, I was welcome here at the same pay you guys gave me. Of course, I stuck with you guys there because I never had a problem with your husband, or really any of you. But when your guys' restaurant got bigger and the owner became more busy, he let you start running things even though you have no idea what you're doing most of the time. And so after what you did to me last time, I was finally given the chance to come over here and work for this restaurant's fine owner.
Wait a second. So you're saying that you're already working over there for them now? It hasn't even been a day yet since you left this place.
Well, after the option the owner here gave me a long time ago, me landing this job in less than a day was possible for me. And I'll never be coming back to your restaurant ever again now. Well, It's not even your restaurant in the first place, but that's the restaurant that your husband worked so hard to maintain. But after taking some time off and leaving an amateur woman in charge, his whole life's work has gone down in flames due to her feelings for her useless son. And I can't wait to see what happens next with that restaurant now.
Don't say things like that about us. My husband will be coming back to work tomorrow. I don't want to know what he'll think if he comes back to the restaurant being like this.
I'm sure that things will be pretty intense between you two when that time comes. Because of his wife and useless son, he might have just lost his restaurant for good. And working there for 20 years, I had heard from all over just how amazing the place was. And I'm sure that now, everyone will be willing to try other restaurants with the reputation that restaurant will get.
Other restaurants? Why the hell are you saying that?
I think that your guys' restaurant isn't going to be around much longer. If you keep your son as the head chef there, I seriously think that all the customers that have entrusted their time and money to you will leave for good. So I think it's time you get rid of your son and find someone with a bit more skill. But before you could do that, you should work on finding a good excuse to tell your husband as to why all of this is happening.
Please, Andre, come back here. I can't allow my family's restaurant to go under. I'll apologize for how rude I was to you before, okay? And if you want to be the head chef here again, you are more than welcome to.
No, thank you. I need to start working hard at my new job. So you and your son work hard together to make something happen there, okay? I'm sure there's nothing you can really do now for that place, but I guess that's what they call suffering the consequences, right?
In the end, Cassidy's son began to panic due to all the complaints and stress and started to serve out raw and undercooked food, which led to the restaurant being shut down. Her husband was so frustrated with her that he kicked her out of their house and told her on the way out that he never wanted to see her again before getting a divorce from her. She ended up destroying the restaurant that he had put so much effort into, so I don't blame the man for doing that. After that, a lot of the cooks and waitstaff were left without a job. But luckily, the place that took Andre on was kind enough to hire all of them as well, and soon opened up a second restaurant with all the staff they had. As for Cassidy and her son now, they are left without a place to go, and considering that neither of them have any idea what to do, they could be considered lost children on the streets. But this is what they both asked for, so there's no complaining about it now.
Hi, my love. How is work going? Can we talk?
I'm a bit busy right now. I don't think that I will be able to call you, but can you wait until I have lunch? Then I can fetch you and we can talk about this.
I'm sorry, but by then I will already have left.
Where are you going?
Indonesia. I wanted to let you know that I will be withdrawing some money from our account. I'm packing now so that I can catch the earliest flight there.
Is everything okay?
No, everything is ruined. I have to go now.
You're not making sense right now, and you are talking in riddles. Let me know what is going on. Tonight, we were supposed to go to your favorite opera show. What is going on in Indonesia?
My mother. I have just been informed that she's no more.
What happened? Oh no, this is bad. At such a time, why did this have to happen? Now everything will be set back.
An accident. Several people were injured and my mother was among the ones that didn't make it. I feel so bad. I kept on postponing when she wanted to see me. If only I knew what was going to happen, I would have been there.
There was nothing that you could have done, my love. I'm really sorry. Please take all the money that you need, and then we will keep in touch when you have landed. I would have come with you, but work is a bit busy. The branch manager is being difficult.
Her name is Ariel, right? I think you have been complaining about her to me lately and how she makes you work long hours.
Yeah, that is her. Please stay safe and text me as soon as you get there.
Will do so.
Hey, Daphne, there's something that I wanted to talk to you about and it cannot wait. I was supposed to let you know tonight, but unfortunately you had to leave since it is an emergency. I would like to thank you for the year that we have been married. I have not met anyone as kind as you. I know I picked a bad time to let you know this, but I know that you would want me to be happy. The truth is, I don't feel like we have a future together. I'm sorry, but I don't love you anymore. I have tried, really tried, but even though you're beautiful, we don't have the same goals in life. I feel like you have been stuck in the same position for a very long time, and there's no way that you will succeed. You have been a shop assistant for 2 years now, and I'm tired of taking care of all the finances. How do I say this? You are very beautiful, but not very hardworking or very bright.
Hi. Sorry I didn't get a chance to respond to your nonsense because I was busy trying to arrange my mother's funeral and see how I can bring her home. But hey, you want a divorce? You can have it.
I'm really sorry, Daphne.
No, I'm sorry for wasting a year of your life and being a dumb bimbo who you don't want to see a future with. I hope your new girlfriend is kinder, smarter, and more beautiful than I am.
There's no one else.
Bullshit! Who is it? One of my friends? A colleague? Don't worry, I don't care. Have a nice life.
Duh, please understand.
I would have given you the divorce if you had told me when my whole world was not falling apart. But I would give you what you deserve now. Now I see why my mother was wary of you. She could see through you. Low value man. Hi Daphne, my name is Ariel. I spoke to your assistant and she said that you're free for a company to do a proposal to you tomorrow night. Yes, sir. Are you able to meet me after 5 p.m. though? I have back-to-back meetings till then. I'm bringing my partner along. Does your partner work with you? Because I would like to extend an invitation to him as well. I usually prefer to have a bit of networking, getting to know any company that wants to do business with me. I do business with people, not corporations. Wow, I love that quote. Can I put in my LinkedIn bio? They mentioned that you're beautiful, but your intelligence is on another level. Yes, my husband and I are free tomorrow night. I will have my assistant make a reservation. Have a good day. Hi, Mom. I'm doing well now. It has been 5 years and the anniversary of your death is coming up. I know you always used to say that things get better with time, but I never trusted you. But you are right. If only you could see me now. When Kyle divorced me, I was shattered. That coupled with your loss got me in such a depressive stage that I believe I would never be able to escape. But writing to you, even though you have no way of responding, was therapeutic to me. I was able to sell the house I got after the divorce, move to a new city, and start my own company. I always believed that I was not very intelligent, or am I business savvy? That idiot Kyle made me feel like it. But Mom, I wish you were here to see me. I have my own company, I'm making waves, and I feel like I'm glowing more than ever. And now tomorrow, the company that he used to work at is pitching for me. But I doubt he works there anymore. He did have bigger dreams than me, and not that I care, for I moved on with Andre. I wish you could meet Andre, Mom. He treats me like a queen. But I'm asleep now. Tomorrow is another day of conquering the world. I love you, Mom.
Whoa, it is like you have not even aged a day. You are still as beautiful as ever.
And you found a very intelligent woman with your wife, Ariel. You forgot to mention how beautiful she is.
Oh, come on now. Do not mock my wife. She has her charms, but not good looks.
Where did you get my new number? Were you not the one who told me never to text you again after we got divorced? You got what you wanted, did you not? To be a husband where your wife, your boss's daughter, funds your lifestyle.
Stalker, so you do indeed care for me?
You make me sick, Kyle. But I will not discriminate against your wife because of who you are. But I suggest that you tell her what we used to be to each other before I allow her to do the pitch next week. I want to do business with her, but not with you in the picture.
No, this is not about business to you, is it? You knew I was her husband and you wanted to see me. You wanted to show me all that you have accomplished. I'm impressed. You grew more intelligent and beautiful.
I'm not talking to you. Lose my number.
I want to see you. I want to apologize to you.
You are 5 years too late. I told you that I don't want to see you around.
So I'm not allowed to freaking what used to be our cafe? It is not my fault they have the best sponge cake. I'm being professional, am I not? You are my wife's client, nothing more.
Just leave me alone.
I will if you meet with me and allow me to apologize to you.
And then you will leave me alone? You will delete my number and tell your wife about us?
I like the way you say us, like we're some dirty little secret.
Don't make me change my mind. The cafe tomorrow at 9. You will have 20 minutes to say whatever is burning you up. Then you will tell your wife what our history. If your wife wins the pitch, I do business with her and her only. I don't want to see even your shadow near me.
Got it. Damn, the meek little girl I married is gone. But, yes ma'am.
Hi, Mom. Today I saw him so that he could apologize. And my goodness, he is terrible. You know that I once fell for his overconfident personality because I used to be so dumb? Now he just looks sleazy. He came in this pompous car, ordered the most expensive things, and then paid with his wife's card. And then he was flirting with anyone wearing a skirt. The funny part is that when we were together, I thought that he was always nice to the waitress, but now I see that he was flirting with them in front of me. Oh, and then there was the half-assed apology where he said that he got seduced by Ariel's connection and money, but he was not happy with her. He claimed that if he had a chance to, he would go back to how we were before in our tiny studio apartment. I almost believed that he had changed. But then he dropped his phone when he went to pay the bill and use the bathroom. It was on a chat. He was already planning to meet with a girl that was clearly not his wife right after me. He was telling her that his ex-wife could not leave him alone, so he met with her for pity. I left his phone on the table and left, texting him that I had an urgent meeting. Do you know what else I got from the meeting? Ariel knew that he had a wife when she went after him. Now, what should I do? Hi, Ariel. How are you? How's the family? Hi, everything is well, and everything is in place for the pitch tomorrow. I wanted to talk to you about something. It's about Kyle. What? He's my ex-husband. I know, he told me. Right now, he's at the apartment of a girl named Stacy Bennett. He also told me that he's unhappy with his marriage with you and that he is staying just for the money. What? Stacy Bennett is one of my friends. No, he would never do that. My man loves me. That is what I thought until he left me for you. He says that you are the one who pressurized him to break up with me when my mom died. I didn't know your mom died, I swear. I'm so sorry. He's not the person that I thought I was in love with. Hey, let us make a plan to get revenge on him and teach him a lesson so that he will never do this to another woman. I'm sorry, but I will not be doing that to a man that I don't care about. Let me be honest with you. Right now, my mind is split between your company and another one. Tomorrow's pitch determines that. Get your thoughts together and focus on your pitch. I will judge fairly even though I know what you're going through. But you said you do business with people. Are you now going to be tough on me because of who my husband is? I do business with people, yes. I saw how intelligent you were, knowing your relation to him and still gave you a chance. But I am still a businesswoman, so the best person for the job will be chosen. I respect your choice, and I apologize. I forgave you a long time ago. Hi, we'll be running a bit late because I'm stuck in traffic. My assistant is there to give you a refreshment if you need some. I promise I will not be more than 10 minutes. It will not cut into your time, I promise. Hey there, where are you? Maggie says that you did not even show up. Give the contract to another company. I no longer want to work with you. The reason is, you are very unprofessional and you will have your eye on my husband. How dare you lie to me that he was cheating on me with my best friend? You are the one who took advantage of my husband because he wanted to apologize to you and you tried to get him back. You also told me that you said you were more beautiful than me and now you have more money than me, so he should choose you instead. Lady, you need to get your head checked. I have a man who loves me. His name is Andre. You met him the other night if you forgot. He treats me like a queen as I deserve and does not milk me of my money as your husband does. Did I remind you of a saying? How you got him is how you're going to lose him. Now I know why you came back. You came back to try and get him for me. But he loves me and would never leave me for you. You should have seen him begging for me to take him back. What you have done today, not showing up for this meeting, is very unprofessional. To think that I was going to give you the benefit of the doubt and let you pitch to me? Some advice, ditch him. He's doing to you what he did to me, playing on your insecurities so that you will never think of leaving him. We have kids together. He would never do that to me. Oh, shame, poor naive woman. And now look, he has cost you a contract. I was going to put you and your company on the map. We had amazing ideas that we wanted to make come true, but you're blinded by that sad excuse of for a man. You wanted to ease me. How can you trust someone who used to be a lowly shop assistant? I worked and studied hard all these years, so you will have respect when you refer to me. Now I see you for the snob that you are, and I'm thankful that I did not have to work with you. Whatever, sad little woman. Hi, how are you doing? Can I ask for a favor? Hi, Ariel. What a surprise. What do you need? Can I have some dirt on Kyle? I want to divorce him, but we signed a prenup. I will give you all the dirt you want. Just do me a tiny favor. Yes, Daphne. Go to your nearest beach. Are we meeting there? And then count every grain of sand. Then I'll help you. I don't want anything to do with you and Kyle. Let me guess, you caught him cheating? Girl, I told you so. But don't you want revenge? Do you not pity me as another woman? Kyle will get what is coming from him and I will not even have to lift a finger. Now leave me the hell alone. Ariel divorces Kyle and leaves him with no money. Because of who her father is, Kyle is unable to work in the same industry and now he must do a simple jobs to survive. His good looks have faded and no one wants him. Daphne got married to Andre and is living a happy, stress-free life, while Ariel got depressed and has not been working for months now.